The following portion of Daytime is sponsored by...
Hey everyone, we're just playing a little pool here at the home of Steve and Ashley Grindstaff. We are here in the billiard room, one of the areas that was severely damaged by fire back in January of 2009. As we continue to talk a little bit about this massive restoration project happened here, we are with Ashley Grindstaff. Ashley, great to have you with us.
Thanks for coming back. I'm glad that we're in the billiard room without big blisters in the ceiling, as Bob was describing it to me, how to, I guess a better terminology, because when we were in here in 2009, we had these huge blisters coming out of the ceiling. Yeah. Everything was completely wet and damaged. The pool table we thought was going to be lost cause, which this is one of Steve's favorite pieces of furniture, so, you know.
Yeah. Please save the pool table. And Bob, when you came into this room, I mean, what were you thinking as you're going to come in and try and fix it all up, and just the amount of damage?
We had to get everything out. My first reaction was that we have to get it out. And I can't say enough good about Gentry Moving Services out of Elizabeth. And they came, disassembled the pool tables, the hutches, the large pieces, the beds of furniture, and got this into a drying chamber that we created across the yard here in the basketball court.
And this, talk about, just I was looking at some of the pictures and the heavy equipment that you guys brought in from Spotless, and these almost like snake-looking things that kind of had these suction cups. I mean, just how much equipment did it take to try to pull this thing together?
Well, we got our hands on every available mat system, that's what you're describing, to dry to hardwood floors. We frankly could have used more. We had several big power generation plants on flatbeds outside that power what we were going to need to dry the house. And we brought a large desiccant dehumidifier in from Nashville to bring about the dry air that we needed. So it was an interesting project.
And Ashley, I know every time you walked through the home, I mean, certainly just the emotional toll that must have taken on you. But when Bob came in with his company and you saw just all this massive equipment, what was throwing through your mind?
When I saw the equipment, I said, it's going to be saved. We're going to be okay. It's going to, you know, we could have had to spend a lot more money, but we didn't. Bob saved us a lot of money. And with him bringing in the right equipment necessary, we did not have to gut this house. And we are so thankful for him and everyone involved in this project, because, I mean, it is devastating. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. You just never can imagine going through a house fire and what to expect the day after.
And all the pieces that are there, and just the, you know, you talk about the fire damage and then also just the massive water damage. And I know upstairs in a lot of the bedrooms you also had a big project, right?
Oh, yeah. Everything in the house was moved out. I think we left one piece of furniture in the entire house. Everything was moved out of the house. So.
And then you started on the ceilings and the floors, right?
That's right. Well, what I told Steve was, if it hasn't fallen down and it isn't going to come down, we can dry it. So let's take it from there and see what we can match up and go on, and we can save you a lot of money.
And I saw fans that were just mounted from the ceilings and just unbelievable.
That was one of the little innovations that we came up with. We had some brackets that we had fabricated to go ahead and hang off the floor joists and whatnot to dry in the cavities in the ceilings and things.
Wow. And what was it like, Ashley, when they started moving everything back in and you started to see your house kind of come back together?
It was a sigh of relief. It really was. It took us the whole summer to get the house back together, unpacked, move the furniture back in. That's all I did. That was my life, morning, day, and night. And, I said, this is something that we've got to get back together because we want this to be our home again. We have memories here, but the most important thing that I was, concerned about too wasn't just the furniture, it wasn't just the house. Memories, our pictures, things, heirlooms like that. And I was worried about that. Well, we were able to save a lot of heirlooms, pictures, and even dolls and a doll house. I mean, it's the most amazing thing that those survived.
And those are the things that you just can't buy again and go out and replace.
Right. Well, in regards to what he was saying about the ceiling in the Grand Hall we thought was going to come down, but it never did. And we were so grateful for that, because all of that was such intricate work that took 3 years to do and to mold. So that was a huge, huge savings for us.
And Bob, certainly I know this was a project very near and dear to your heart. You said a lot of early mornings and late nights.
I was here at 5 in the morning and left at 11 at night a lot of times, or it was the last thing I checked before I left.
Got a little attached, huh?
I did. It was nice. It was nice to live the life of luxury here for a while.
That too, right? And I was talking a little bit about this national publication featuring what you've done, and really, I understand you got the highest award in the industry that you can receive.
We did. It's the Phoenix Award. It's from the restoration industry, but my happiness comes from seeing the grind staffs being as happy as they are.
Isn't that nice when you can save things that can't be replaced?
It is. It's part of the joy of this business.
Well, thanks for sharing the story, Bob. We certainly appreciate it.
And thank you for having me out.
Absolutely. And thank you to Ashley for having us both out. It's always fun to get to come and see you and just take part in what a beautiful, lovely home.
Thank you. We're glad it's a home again.
Very true. All right. Thank you so much. All right, and of course, Spotless Cleaners offers a variety of different services. For more information, you can check out their website, or you can stop by their business right there in Johnson City on Dalewood Drive. Great website, spotlessrestoration.com.
The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by